Okay, so this is the start. This is such a cool story. We've listened to a few things and read some interviews, but like, it's so impressive what you've done since this. But take us back. You were at Jono and Ben 2014, and you send a video to your friend on their Facebook page back in the day. I think you posted on their page about
Yeah.
Tell us the story.
Yeah, so I always get asked, was there a big plan behind it? There wasn't. Straight off the gate, there was no big plan of this is a video that's going to change my life. I'm going to make a viral video today. So all it was is I had 2 kids at the time, a 4-month-old and a 2-year-old. My wife went out with the 2-year-old. This is on a Sunday. And I was left home with the 4-month-old and just a little bit bored. And I knew that a good friend, Sam Smith, who is a writer on Jono and Ben, you guys may know him. I mean, not the singer, but he had a baby on the way. And so I thought, I'll make a funny video for Sam. I did write down, because I had my laptop and I wrote them down, so the rugby ball hold. And then I set my camera up, because I had my camera from my failed Memoirs of a Geezer thing, set my camera up and went to shoot it. And then I thought it would be funny as if I just like act like I'm rough as shit. Like, yeah, g'day Sam, the rugby ball hold, and just leant on the Kiwi-ism, the Kiwi stereotype, mumbled through it. And put that on my YouTube channel that only had 2 duck shooting videos on it at the time, which are now being clicked to private before I get attacked by greenies. And I put that link on his Facebook page and went to sleep. And that was it. There was no thought. I don't even think I told my wife that I made a video with, I don't even know if I mentioned it to her. And then woke up and my phone was just full of these notifications I never had from YouTube, like, congratulations, your videos hit 1,000 views, 10,000 views, 500,000 views, 1 million views. And like overnight, or in a couple days, it hit 1 million views. And I was like, wow. And that's where I just rode this endorphin high of like 2 days of fame, 5 seconds of fame, like the Paul Henry show, all these radio things, your email's full, people are just trying to get in contact with you, want a piece of you, and I'm like, I've just made this stupid video, what's up? And I got, going back to what you said earlier, I got a phone call from Stuff, and ring, and I'm at Jono and Ben at the time as the phone call comes through, and they're like, oh, hey Jordan, blah, 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 and they start asking me, oh, what do you do for a job? And in that split second, I had been a landscaper when I was in London. I was like, oh, I do a bit of landscaping. And I think I just went with it. I was like, should I just go with this Kiwi thing and just go with I am a bit of a landscaper? Because I think I did. In that split second, I had enough thought that I was like, if I say I'm a full-on TV, well, I wasn't a full-on, but you know, if I work in the TV world, they might go, oh, no, let's leave it. It's a planned skit for Jono and Ben or something, but it never was.
Yeah.
So I'm just a landscaper. And that got published, and that kind of went into other articles.
I think that's
And then I got stuck in it, and then I was bumping into people on the street who were like, hey, Matt, you're a courier, eh? Or, hey, mate, all these rumors. So I just never really said it out loud, but I did.
I think that is a big part of that early success.
Yeah,
the genuine thing.
Because, like you say, you had a mate who was like, "Oh, I heard he works in TV."
Man.
And I think I was so afraid of that for so long, and now I don't give a crap. Like I'm fine. But there was a time where I was like, "No, I don't work at Jono and Ben." Like, but I was the floor manager for the live shows that they had. So you'd have 100 people come to these studios, and then I come out, "G'day, guy," because I'm the guys who count Jono and Ben into camera like 3, 2, 1 with my headphones on.
A lot of energy, guys.
A lot of energy, guys, and then it's awkward as because they're like, oh, it's How To Dad. I'm like, no, just we're here for Jono and Ben. Like, are you the guy? What are you doing? Thought you were a landscaper from Rotorua.
With what you know about analytics and how things go viral now, do you have an understanding of what happened with that first video?
My only thing from that one would have been that I think it was the first. Like, there hadn't been a dads making videos with their babies, but also it was kind of taking the piss because there would have been, I'm guessing there would have been already the internet would have been flooded with proper serious parenting advice videos. So now you've got a dad doing it with their kid, but taking the mickey out of that almost. And I think it was just the first. I don't know what perfect storm came together for it to go viral, but it went viral on Facebook and YouTube and emailed around to everyone. So I have no idea. To this day, like, I remember I made a video. My biggest video ever on Facebook was how to put a baby to sleep. And I thought, when I come up with the idea, once I'd fully started How To Dad, I was like, this will be gold, because my daughter never went to bed. Alba never went to bed when I put her down. She'd just jump on her cot. And so it was like the middle of an afternoon, and I was like, I'll shoot this video. I always just shot them on the weekend, like last minute thought, shit, I got to do a How To Dad video. Went in there, g'day, this is how to put your baby to sleep. I just said the intro to camera and she just dropped in the cot and like put her thumb in and almost fell asleep. And what you don't see in the edit is I crack up laughing, and she's only like 8 months old. And I think she clicked in her head that, oh, dad liked that. So then I'd go through all these dad stereotypes that I'd come up with, like the hypnotized dad or the hop into the cot dad. But every time I said sleep, she just kept doing that. And so I remember editing it, and I said to my missus, this is shit. Like, this video, I'll put all this effort of actually writing this one properly, and it's going to be crap. Like, she just kept going to sleep instead of jumping around. It's not relatable. And we posted that, and it went like 20 million views in the first week on Facebook. And it's still my biggest video ever.
Because you didn't go straight into How to Dad, right, after that first viral vid. You called your jets for a while.
Well, I wasn't How to Dad. I was just Dad Jordan. I was landscaper Jordan Watson. Because I wore the bush shirt to Paul Henry as well. I did happen to be seriously wearing a bush shirt and stubbies, which was like the weekend comfy attire. I would have been mowing the lawn or something. So that very first video, I was wearing that. And then when Paul Henry called me in, I was like, I'll just put on that again. There were no big plans again. So what do you wear? I'm not going to wear a suit or anything. I'm not going to dress up in jeans and a shirt. I'll just put on my stubbies and bush shirt. That would be pretty funny. And then did nothing. That was in 2015, middle of 2015, that video. And then we did nothing for 6 months. Like, there was no thought of, I had my 2 days of fame and then everyone's forgotten it. And then I think it was friends and family that suggested, like, hey, you should do more of those video things. And I think they just kept all on saying it. And it was fun. It was like a fun time. Like, when do you get all this attention and emails and people saying, hey, do you want to come to this basketball game, or random email things, opportunities you'd never see in your life. So we were like, hey, should we start this? And at the start of 2016, we made a Facebook page and a YouTube channel at the same time, How to Dad, and then just started chipping away, making a video every weekend and posting it on Monday.
I just want to spend a little time in that first week after that first video goes viral. Is it quite, when you're talking, I imagine you're talking to Jody, your wife, the next day, and you're seeing the numbers blowing up and it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Is it kind of like a joke? Like, are you guys just laughing at how ridiculous this thing is? And is there any part of you at that point that is thinking, I'm on to something here? I know we talked about you didn't do anything for ages, but was there any part, like when Paul Henry's calling you on and you're getting all these media spots?
Nah, there was no thought of that at all. Just everyday regular family. Like, if you think about it now, if you had a viral video of your cat tripping you over and you went viral and Paul Henry called you in, you know, it was just still that. It was just everyday thought. Oh, look at that. I've got a funny photo of Nala, who's in the video, or Albra, who's in the video, on her little rocker chair, and the TV's going behind it, and it's Paul Henry with a pre-recorded bit playing. And we've like got a photo that every year it comes up in my Facebook memories. I'm like, oh, well, that's the time it went. Look at that. 8 years ago now. But I mean, it's been 8 years, but if I think back, I don't think there was 1% of me thinking, right, I'm onto something here. If there was, I would have done something, because I'm that kind of person. I would have done it the next day. You know, I would have like kept on going and started it, but we did nothing for half a year.
So when did the penny actually drop then, and you go, shit, actually, there's something in this?
Well, yeah, so we started, it wasn't there was something in it. We just like the fun of it. Like, making your own videos was just fun, like doing your own projects, like starting a podcast.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's like a new project, something new in your life, something different. And so it was my own thing. And once family and friends had kind of suggested it, and then we sat down and had a serious chat with the missus, we're like, we could do this, like just make a silly, fun video every weekend. They're only going to be like a minute long. And then we'll post it on a Monday. And I remember I Googled how to do a good YouTube channel, and it said consistency. So I for probably 5 years, I never missed a Monday. I had a new video every Monday. And it was the same as anyone else making a Facebook page or a new business, and you start your page and the only followers are like your family and friends, and you get a few clicks and it just slows right down. And we were that for like 4 or 5 months. Like, nothing was going off. Like, just this dad, oh, who's this? Just Jordan with his kid again. Hey, mate, you've had your viral time. Was this that awkward, like your brother ribbing you, the ones that can rib you? Like, what are you doing, man? You're trying to be this viral guy now? Like, you've lost that, mate. It's done. Yeah. It's bloody done. What are you doing?
I can really relate to that.
Are you simultaneously trying to build Facebook and YouTube operations?
Yeah, there was no thinking behind it. All I did was I made the Facebook page and I made the YouTube channel on the same day, and all the videos went there at the same time on both. On a Monday, and I was doing nothing else. Like, I didn't look into how to do that. I just posted them both at basically the same time on the same day, YouTube and Facebook.
Just for clarity, 7 p.m., right?
Yeah, well, that you can look into, but yeah, 7 p.m. Although I'm weird now, that used to be it, but because it's so international, some analytical insight here. Most of my subscribers on YouTube are online at 3 a.m. because it's so international. US is my biggest following, not New Zealand. So there you go. But back to whatever we were talking about. Yeah, so it's slowly growing, and then made that video that I said was a shitter. Like, this video is shit about trying to put your kid to sleep. She has not jumped around at all. And my wife watched it over my shoulder and goes, "Oh, no, it's cute." And I was like, "Yeah, lame. I'm not looking for cute. I'm looking for funny. This isn't funny." And that one went nuts. And like the biggest video ever. And then 2 weeks later, we did...
Nuts. What are we talking, like 10 million?
20 million.
20 million views.
20 million views in a real short amount
of time. On the Facebook
video.
on the
Facebook video. Yeah, like nuts.
With comments like, "He's back." You know what I mean? Like,
no, I can't remember, but no, I don't think so. It's just like, oh, look, it was just kicking it off again. And
then they're going to the back catalog.
I know at the same time, like TVNZ, One News and that were picking them up and being like, "Dad strikes again." Yeah, there was a few stories like that. He's back, maybe, yeah. Not like people in the comments like, "Yay, thank you," bowing down. He's back. We needed him. And then we got an email. I think this was the first time it sparked something like, "Hang on, what? We can get paid for this thing?" Actually, let me rewind. Remind me to come back to this, but let me rewind for you. Because look, I got 1 million views on YouTube for that How to Hold a Baby video. And I'm like, holy shit, I am a millionaire. Like, I have made it. I am so rich. Like, holy shit.
They send you something, right?
No, if you got
that's if you get subscribers.
Sorry, we'll get there.
So I, in my head, I'm thinking, holy shit, I have made this. Like, we're going to be rich. And then you like click into your little analytics and you go in the back. What's 1 million views got me? 100K? $1 million? Something. $980. It's like 1 million views gets you $980. Yeah, that's a good amount of money, but it's still, here I am thinking I've made like at least 100K.
Yeah.
So that was a quick slap in the face.
Yeah.
And then like some media agency got hold, this is after the first video. "Hey, we represent viral videos and we can make you money. Sign up here, sign this contract." I'm like, "Yeah, it's done now. Yeah, we'll sign it to you." I, to this day, don't own that video.
Really?
I can't get it back off them. They are evil, evil people. They make no money from it because I've hidden it. If you go on my YouTube channel, you can't even find How to Hold a Baby. And
Amazing.
I'm like, I was like, "Guys, you've made," this is like last year. I was like, "Guys, you've made $60 from this video in the last year. I'll give you $5,000 right now if you give that video back to me. Give me the rights to that video." And they just won't. I'm like, what is wrong with you? But
have you tried to exchange it for the shitter? How to?
Yeah. So I've learned out there, people don't ever sign your videos to these weird. If you have something go viral, there'll be one person listening that's had a weird video go viral. Your email gets full of a lot of shady people. So